Good night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 10:30 on Sunday night. Back with 2 for tomorrow, 3 for tomorrow. 2 that was second for us the last time. I was watching the Chiefs there. They're 14-3 up. They're after, there's a very shabby start from both sides. But they're up 14-3 now, so I'll get this done. And I might see a small bit of the second half because I have to get to bed early. I'll be up at 5:45, leaving at about 6:25 in the morning. Went to Limerick today. I left the house at 10:30. Nearly turned back before the Gort exit. The rain and wind was so bad, but that only was maybe for 2 or 3 minutes. So it changed again to sunshine and a bit of wind. It wasn't too bad at the track. It got a bit windy at one point before the National, because one bookie said to me, we'll be lucky if we get all the races in. It's beginning to pick up, but it didn't get any worse. Not as big a crowd as I thought there would be there today. Maybe the storm kept people from driving, and there was a lot of inactivity of different things, usually for kids and different things that normally for that day. No big screen either out on the front of the stand, which is a bit of a loss. We didn't do too well today. I thought the jockeys came back after the first couple of races and saying that it was nearly good to Ferrum on the far side. Because officially the going was changed to good after the first race. I thought that Horatio Dairy would be pulled out, but it didn't. It wasn't soft enough. It ran a great race to be second. Real Steel given a good ride by Danny Mullins. Chemical Energy, my pick for the Kerry National on account of the ground, and it ran terrible that day because it rained. Ran a good race today. That, if I knew it would be the way it was, well, I'd have nearly backed that. I done it in a tricast, but the company sergeant ran not good. I'll forget about him for a while. Didn't seem to stay the trip. The one in the Leopardstown didn't run, and we went for the Casanamente, thinking that Nicholas was out of form. Paul was watching it tonight, and he just says, I'll call him tomorrow, and he did. Had we another one? Oh, Good Time Johnny. 4-1 I got yesterday evening, went off, was at 5-4. Heaps of money from all day, well fancied, well touted below. I met a few books that had word for him and he was going to win and he was going to hack up and do this. I think he clearly didn't stay, but he's not that clever jumper at times, I thought as well. But there was a power of money, but didn't work. So I left money behind me in Limerick. I'll have to call back for that Christmas. Tomorrow, there's a heavy ground at Bath. As a fellow said one time, he says, did you ever have a bath in Bath? 2 miles, 1 furlong. This is risk. There's a Fast Company horse in it, the only one that's running tomorrow. Swift Tuttle. It hasn't ran on heavy ground before. You know how much I like the Fast Companies. But it has ran on soft the last day and it done all right. Now, Poppy Wind is in the plate. It won a race, but it was taken down, if you remember, in Doncaster. She's weak, but it might, the distance tomorrow on the heavy ground, I'm thinking, just might suit. Just we'll take a look at her here. Nearly want to strap her in.
Girl now stays on into second. Ebony Moore is in third and looks held. In fourth is Freewheeling. No more now from Kojin. Late gain on the inside from Captain Haddock, and now they're racing down towards the final furlong. It is Swift Tuttle who has the lead of only a length. On the near side, Can Girl continues to close. A half furlong to go. Swift Tuttle digging in over on the far side. The lead is still ahead to Can Girl as they race up towards the line. It's close.
Just disqualified from that race. I don't know where to put it. It's shown that it didn't place in second. But if you look at it the last day when it ran in Catterick, she wasn't just as bad looking.
His Swift Tuttle has now moved into second.
We were on
in third.
Kitsune Power.
Couldn't find a way through towards the rails. Had to switch to the centre of the course, but there's only a half furlong to go, and it's the Dancing Poet who's going clear to register his 7th win at Catterick. Now 6 on the flat and 1 over hurdles. The Dancing Poet wins.
It could gallop. It could just gallop in the heavy ground when others mightn't relish it, and she could actually fall off. I don't know, but it's a 15-2 shot there with 365. It's an each way bet. Anyone that wants to do it, I know it's desperate risky, but the price is sort of built into the risk there with her on its back. But like there's some of them there as well, and they're not hectic. David Dunstan, who is a jump jockey, is on the Fav. But it's 15-2. I thought might be worth an each way. I was looking at City of York in that race, but with D'Souza up for, but I might leave it. We'll go on to Gowran Park. Ours went back the last day, Warazam, in, it was on Thurles, wasn't it? And there was a heap of money for it. I think we tipped it up at something like 5s and went off 5-2 favourite. But that was over a mile on good ground. It hasn't ran on soft, but I don't know how soft this is going to be tomorrow. The handbrake was on the few times it ran with cut on the ground. But if you look at the race in Thurles,
Solo and Shoo Shoo is next, followed by Warazam and Dynamite Defence. In they come for the final 2.5 furlongs, and it is the stable companions coming to the front. Galician Girl is now picked off by Skontanovsky, who goes for home. Then a Memory Pagula Popadom is next, followed by Han Solo and Warazam, and then Pink Socks and Dynamite Defence and Shoo Shoo next. But out clear is Skontanovsky, well inside the final furlong. Skontanovsky, conjure winnings here. Skontanovsky's gone well clear. The Apprentice race is set for a grandstand finish as Skontanovsky and Adam Caffrey win alone from Warazam and Memory.
It's an each way price at 5-1 there tomorrow. We're back to the last day. Give it one more chance. It's lightly raced. It's 5-1 there in a lot of boards. Similarly with this lad, as I said, we backed this in Roscommon the last day, and I said it needs a mile, and it's sort of well handicapped. It's 58. 1 off 57 before 1 off 60. Soft ground the last day, but it's left with too much to do. Here this is it here, isn't it?
Opened up an advantage over Restart, who picks up the chase on the outside of Superior Council, then breezes off in the middle of the track. Man is king, and as I said, It's a Gamble is tied up quickly, then Land Lover racing inside the final furlong. It is Konstanovsky by 2 lengths here on the outside, finishing very strongly as breezes off, and Skontanovsky is picked off by breezes off, and Gary Carroll is breezes off, coming good from, as I said, Skontanovsky, Superior Council, Restart. The goose is cooked.
The goose was cooked. Our goose was cooked. He didn't get enough of a chance to show what he could cook. Anyway, we'll go with them. Two there. We could do an each way double and back that one maybe as well. In the hope that we like the going, the Fast Company one. I'll get this into the oven. I'll be down the Langers Bay tomorrow night. We're staying in Blarney, in the Blarney Woolen Mills Hotel. So I'll pick out an old song tomorrow and we'll do one tomorrow night. Bash the bookies, over and out.